You don't have a weapon on you, do you? I know you got your CHL, so...
Oh, yeah.
No weapon on you?
No, it's okay.
What's the name?
Ben Ryan. I'm with Travis County Sheriff's Office. We have a couple of detectives that are up the road. They're going to come down here and talk to you and your wife. Is your wife home today?
Yes.
Okay, not a problem. And then they'll kind of explain a little bit about what's going on. I mean, obviously, I think it's related to your daughter's case in Florida, but that's about all we really understand. There are warrants for you and your wife's arrest.
What?
I know. I'm going to let them explain that to you real quick, and so we can kind of get behind all that. And then we're going to try to make this as easy on you as possible, right? I mean, while they have warrants for your arrest, y'all aren't criminals. We're going to try to work through this as, low-key as possible today. They're going to explain that to you. I don't really have all, I don't know enough about the case to understand how this all works together. But they'll be here in a few minutes, and so...
Can I call our attorney?
In a moment, if that's what you'd like to do. And I understand that. Right. Is your phone in the truck?
Yeah.
Do you want me to go talk to your wife first, or what do you want to do? How do you want to handle that as far as that?
Truck back up in here and let me go tell her.
Okay. If you let me hold on to your phone, I don't want you making any phone calls. We can let you put your truck up. I think that's reasonable. Or actually, I don't have the choice on that. Let me hold off. If it was my case, that's exactly what I'd let you do. Let me let them get here.
Well, I'm not going to talk to a detective.
I think that's fine. I mean, I don't have any. I don't have a dog in that hunt.
I can't imagine why there's a warrant for our arrest, though.
We get it. We're from Texas. We're from Austin here. This isn't our case. They'll talk with you about it.
That's
I
insanity.
completely understand. And before any questioning about anything pertaining to the case, you'll have your opportunity to speak with whoever you want.
Right.
Nobody's asking you anything, any specifics right now anyway. We're just visiting with you.
Yeah, I'm just trying to let you know that this is what's happening today. And by all means, we'll get your truck put up. We'll get the house locked up. Whatever we need to do in order to kind of...
Deborah's
Are
in
they
the
taking
house.
us in today?
Yes. So, I know. It's hard to wrap your head around.
This is insanity.
Yeah.
This whole thing is bullshit.
I have an opinion on that. I don't get to have an opinion on that, right? Professionally, they've ran this through they have a legal warrant for your arrest. We're helping facilitate that because you are here in our jurisdiction, but we were trying to do that as low-key as possible.
Right.
At which point, when they get here, maybe we'll move into the house. We'll do whatever to kind of keep it.
What's in the house?
I don't think there's anything in the house.
That a warrant to search the house?
There is not a warrant to search the house currently.
There's 2 dogs in there. So.
Oh, yeah. No. So, I'll let them explain. I don't know enough about the case. I think when they explain it to you, you'll know what they're talking about.
Right.
And then the question of what your involvement in all that is, that I think you're on the right track. So, anyway, that's just what this is. It's unpleasant. It's unfortunate, but we're just kind of...
It's insanity.
We're at the mercy of that currently. So, let's make sure they weren't far. Okay, yeah, they're on their way. We just had them parked a little further away. Yeah.
They're detectives from here?
They are not. They're detectives from Miami. So that's how come their understanding of they have a better understanding of the case than we do. Yeah.
I want you to watch her face.
Oh, she's going to be just as shocked as you are when they tell you.
I'm shocked.
Yes. You want to go down here? We can just sit with her?
Can I pull the car back in?
Let's hold off on that. I will probably let you pull the car in, or I'll get you to give me permission to pull the car back in, whatever that looks like here at the end. But if you want, we can just go sit on the porch. I'm trying to be reasonable, but at the same time, I want to make sure that...
Can you believe that? What the hell? Okay. I have to cancel. Actually, I'm supposed to be here in 30 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Deborah.
So,
No, I'm not okay.
I know.
Nobody's going to hurt you. I understand. I mean, you're physically okay.
This whole
You'll get
deal
through
is
this.
fucking bullshit.
We certainly understand.
We have nothing to do with the case. Believe me.
She was persecuted by that motherfucker, and she's getting persecuted now, and now we're getting persecuted.
You're going to have your opportunity. She has a court date this week, doesn't she?
Right.
Yeah. So she'll have. Believe me, we're both parents. We understand.
Well, I'm not talking to that detective till I call Frank.
That's
you're right. You know
completely
that.
understandable.
Do we
I
need
can't
to tell
imagine
Morgan
why
too?
we would be getting arrested.
So, all right, we'll cross those bridges after you talk
Let's
to
make
them.
it a 3-ring circus.
I know. I'm sorry for y'all's inconveniences here. This is...
Okay. We'll just hold on to that. We'll get it back to you in just
as long as y'all stay calm, we don't need to handcuff anybody or anything like that right this moment. So we'll let this conversation go. But I know that your temper, I understand it. But we'll respect that, right? So right now we don't want to detain anybody with the handcuffs, even though there are felony warrants. We certainly, I know.
What the hell?
They're going to explain it to you.
And you'll have your opportunity to speak with whoever you want.
And then, yeah, absolutely. However that looks, right? I mean,
Okay,
we're just going to go through.
let me ask you this. Will we really? Because I don't have our attorney's number memorized.
I'm going to call him.
I was going to say, I'm going to get a. So worst case scenario, I will get a phone number for your attorney. You can give it to me.
May I go brush my teeth?
We'll figure all
Put some shoes
that.
on?
Just hang on one second.
Let them do their part, and then we'll facilitate the second end of this. Gentlemen, this is Mr. Clean
How you doing?
and his wife.
Detective Perez from Miami-Dade Police. How you doing today?
I know you.
Good. I got you real quick.
Yes, 1 second. Let me just let him. All right, so he's asked to call his attorney. Okay. We just said that he'd be afforded that right after he spoke to y'all, if that's what he wanted to do. We've explained to them that there is a warrant for their arrest, and that you guys are the ones that would be able to kind of explain what any of that's about. And so that's both of their phones, his phone's in the truck, and her phone's in her hand. So that should be easy peasy. Okay.
Yeah, just let him know.
He invoked already? He invoked already?
All he asked is if he could call his attorney, and then my guess is he will if you ask him about it, but that's the conversation you can ask. We told him we're not asking him any questions. He doesn't have to. That's something between y'all that he can discuss. And then, of course, they have all the, logistics of dogs and all that kind of stuff, which we'll work out after. I told him as long as they stay calm, we won't need to handcuff him. However, he is, upset that this is occurring. He does aware that they are being arrested today. So if he gets rowdy, then we'll go ahead and cuff him up. But I'm not expecting that at this point. If you guys, okay. All right. I was telling them the exact same thing. Is that no warrant for the house or anything like that. As long as
I'm going to confirm on the.
as long as you stay calm. We're not going to handcuff you or anything crazy like that. We'll give you an opportunity to call and take care of dog sitters, whatever other. We'll figure all those logistics out to make this as it's inconvenient no matter how you slice it, as least intrusive as we can. So anyway, I'll let Jim talk to you, and then you guys might have questions about what this is.
Fine.
Okay. So as Detective Wright, you already spoke to, I think you've been informed that you guys have a couple of arrest warrants issued out of the state of Florida. Okay, so you will be booked today under those arrest warrants. Okay, we are conducting an investigation out of the state of Florida. I'm sure you guys have a couple of questions for us, as we would have a couple of questions for you. If you would want to, we'd be happy to talk to you. If not, you do have the right to an attorney.
Well, what are the warrants for?
What are the warrants for?
But what is the charge?
The charge is, it's called A1506 out of the state of Florida. It's unauthorized computer access. Okay, so it's basically a hacking charge out of the state of Florida. It's a computer crime.
A computer crime?
Whose computer?
Again, those are details of the case that we'd be happy to discuss if it gets
This
down
is
to that.
insanity.
But it is involving a computer as well as other property. There's a subset of property that has come up.
Okay, we want to thank Morgan & Morgan for sponsoring this body cam video. I mean, I think it's pretty clear from the body cams that we cover that it's not always safe out there. When you're hurt, it can be confusing. It can be scary. You don't really know where to turn. Well, Morgan & Morgan is actually the largest injury law firm in America. And at a time when you already have so much to think about, they're going to make it super easy for you. They have completely modernized the process because you submit your claim, you sign contracts, you upload documents, you talk to your whole legal team all on your phone. That's it. An attorney is going to review your case in just 8 clicks. Also, they have 4,000 support staff that can help you too, which is just amazing to think about. And in terms of price, well, you only pay them if you win. There's no upfront fee. So if you're injured and you want to join the over 3 million people that call them every year, you can submit a claim at www.forthepeople.com/LCBodyCam or by dialing #law. That's #529 on your phone.
Well, I'm not a hacker, but I don't know whose computer you're talking about.
Okay. All right. You said we have the phones, right?
Oh, yep.
Okay. All right, perfect. All right, so would you like to discuss this a little further?
No, I'm not going to talk to you about anything, so I'll talk to our attorney.
I asked him, may I go put some shoes on.
So we'll handle that here in a second. Yes, we are going to get you shoes. We'll figure out if the dogs have food and water. We're going to take care of all those things, right? Yes, you're being arrested, but this isn't a violent offense.
This is the same charge on her?
Yes, sir.
It is the same charge.
That's insanity.
I know. So, yeah, I mean,
Whose computer are we supposed to have hacked with somebody's account?
I'm sorry?
Whose computer are we supposed to have
So
hacked?
basically, it's unauthorized access to an electronic device, right? So,
Who's the electronic device?
well, when you get booked, you talk to the judge. I'll give you a copy of the arrest warrant, and you'll see all the details.
Okay,
I think
I'm not talking to these guys.
then that's the ultimate answer, right? So if you were talking to them, then they'd probably give you more information. But if you're not,
Yeah, I'm not talking to
then we just get you booked in and what have you. Okay, so
I'm going to see about a patrolman.
yes, thank you. Oh, I have a phone number for the one.
I'll take care of it.
Okay. Okay. So just be patient. Just have a seat. We're going to have somebody that'll transport you guys. We're going to figure out your shoe situation. We'll make all that
Go to my
happen.
truck and my phone, and you come in with us to do what we need to do.
That's the idea. And so I don't know that I'll let you drive your truck just under the circumstances. If you would like, I can drive your truck in.
May I
Oh, this
answer
is
my
your
daughter?
this is your phone. No, they are going to be seizing your phones, both of your phones as part of
I
this.
can't tell her.
And
what's
actually, if you
going on.
want to place
Using our
that in.
phone? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, you already took mine. Did you not take yours?
No, his is in his truck, so, but it will be seized as well. Before they run off with your phones, if there's some phone numbers or stuff like your attorney phone number, whatever, we can probably work out getting that. I've got a piece of paper and a pen. We can write those numbers down so you can make that call from the jail. I know it's.
Are there any phone numbers that you do need? So we
Yeah.
can
Yeah, I need
facilitate
the
that.
Yes,
attorney's
we
phone
do.
numbers.
Okay, and they're in here?
And my business
There's
is
a
run
number
up. My
online
business
I
is
need
run up
to-
Is it
that.
all right if I get your phones? We get the phone
I
number.
need a number on mine.
You're going to seize it?
We're seizing your phone, so I'm just getting to get it out of your
I
truck.
call
I'm
the
just,
attorney on that phone.
okay.
Because you won't probably answer that phone call. There's a lot of phone numbers I made up with. I've run my business up that phone.
All right, since I'll let you hold the phone and then I'll write down. You can say names or not, or you can write down. If you want to borrow my notepad,
Can I
all
not
the-
just look at the phone to...
I don't think he'll. Well, that's his decision. If he wants to let you handle it, that's fine.
So what we can do is let you unlock it, and then I'll get the phones for
I'm
you.
not unlocking the shit for you.
Okay.
Is her phone locked? Is your
Yeah.
phone locked?
Yeah, her phone is locked.
Then... So we need to look Frank's phone number up.
Okay.
I'm not unlocking
Well,
crap for him.
then we can figure that out.
I have no idea.
All right. Let's talk about shoes for you, jacket, anything like that. Where would that be? We'll probably let you go in to get it. I'm just asking so I can get to decide.
I'm gonna
Risk
change
versus
shoes,
reward.
And I'd like to change a shirt.
No, please
I'm
text
gonna
my
leave
daughter
you where
and
you
tell
are.
her
You're
that she needs to take
sufficient.
care of the
I know
dogs.
it's not great, but it is sufficient
We're gonna
for.
coordinate that now. We'll facilitate that. You can't text her from this phone right now. Okay? But we will
You
facilitate.
have a phone number for her? Okay.
It smells good.
I'm a fucking hacker. Like your fucking president.
Definitely not. I would not be here, sir. Honestly. That was the case.
Well, I'm leaving this stuff. What do you need from me?
If you just want to take your driver's license, that'll make it the easiest. And then we'll set the rest of it either in your truck or in the house, whatever works best
We
for
need to put
you.
my truck in and lock the house.
I will do that if you don't mind me doing so. I won't search your truck. I will just move it in or whatever. There's nothing. We'll talk about it.
I can't believe that.
I think the only thing that they are going to run warrants on is the two phones. So, and actually, the way it works in the state of Texas is I'll actually end up writing a paper for the 2 phones that allows it to be transferred out of state. But the district attorney's office has already been apprised of all of this and has already said that that's fine. So they actually authorized, if we would need to search the house, I did not want that to be the case. Otherwise, we would have just knocked on your door this morning. We wanted to wait till you left because we're trying to avoid making this into bigger than it is.
So you're waiting till I left?
Yeah, we were just waiting for you to leave. We actually, we thought that you left town or left the house around the same time yesterday, so we thought maybe that you'd be leaving again today. Anyway, neither here nor there. It's just a ongoing just problem from the whole, I guess, from even beginning, all related to your daughter's event, which is, I'm a homicide detective, so I asked a lot of questions about that event, just trying to wrap my head around it or whatever. And, I'm 50-50 at not seeing the crime scene and hearing all the evidence. I don't really know where I stand on that. I know the court of public opinion is out there. And then we've seen, I don't know, I've been doing this 28 years, so I've seen a lot.
I mean, the defense doesn't say a whole lot.
Yeah.
And now you're convicted in the public opinion. A lot of people put out crap.
I think this has to do with something that belongs to him, is the computer or the whatever, laptop, iPad, I don't know what it is, something related to that. But it's something that I think her attorneys were kind of working with y'all on.
Her attorneys?
Her attorneys is my guess. I don't know everybody's names
I'm
involved.
not aware of that.
Yeah, so ultimately, that's just my understanding, is that it was something to do with that. There's some device out there that y'all helped access that's not y'all's, and that's what this all stemmed for. Now, it is a felony offense in Florida. It's a misdemeanor here in Texas for the same crime, so that's why we're kind of afforded a little more leniency, whether we don't just slapping cuffs and putting you in the car and saying tough luck, right? We certainly are trying to be it's not our case. Matter of fact, I actually spoke with the detectives, and I was like, so if this was us, we probably wouldn't be arresting. Maybe we would just come and seize the phones and explain what the situation was. But their state attorney is the one that's...
Yeah, she's a fucking cunt.
Is that what the problem is? So
Use the language. They're all correct.
Listen, I understand your frustration. System's never great.
Self-defense week 1 and 4 weeks.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
No, if you guys are in the middle of something.
He's venting, which I can appreciate.
I get it. How about I take her inside and get her shoes, and I'm going to have to escort her. Sorry, I need to.
That's fine. Am I going to be able to go use the bathroom? And no, I guess put this in the bathroom and make sure.
It's going to take us a few minutes to go anyway. If you just want to have a seat, and then I'll take her in there and let her.
You can stay standing if you'd like. It's not a big deal.
It's going to be a minute before we can go, so I'm sure we can.
I was going to say, think about dog water, whatever. The bond's only $5,000.
Yeah.
Well, when he comes back, then we'll coordinate that. So I can't leave you unattended. I could handcuff you and put it here, but that sounds. We're trying to wait to the very last moment for that, right? So we don't create more drama for neighbors or anybody else, right? But yes, so there's a $5,000 bond, so very low bond. It is a extraditable warrant, meaning if y'all didn't bond out, they would take you to Florida. But $5,000 bond, I would hope that you would be able to, the two of y'all would be able to bond out relatively quickly. It's not gonna solve the whole "this is what's happening" thing, but for what that's worth.
What was your name again?
Ben Wright, and I'm with the Travis County Sheriff's Office. We got our supervisors got contacted by Miami-Dade Police Department saying they had these felony warrants. Detective Helleroot, or Deputy Helleroot, is actually a member of the United States Marshals Task Force. So I elicited his assistance today versus having patrol cars and everybody else in your cul-de-sac. Not that this isn't a little weird as it is, but as soon as Deputy Helleroot comes back out here, I'll pull your truck in and that'll look a little less weird.
Am I going to need a credit card? Or a bank card?
I don't know how that works, I'll be honest. I mean, if you have an attorney, then your attorney would probably handle that for you, like getting your bond and stuff set. But I don't know if you've got a credit card that you might want to just put because ultimately, I don't know if you're familiar with the bail and bond system or whatever, but if you put up the let's say for you and your wife, $10,000 worth of bond, and then you show up at whatever court date is assigned, well, you get your money back. If you go through a bail bonds company or whatever, they're going to charge you 10, 15%, and you just never see that money again, right? So it depends on where you are financially. If you have that money, then I would recommend, maybe put it on a credit card or whatever. Ultimately, as you go to court down the road, you'll get that money back. But those are your decisions. If you do want to do that, just think about it. I can have them grab, I can call him right now and just say, hey, grab a credit card to throw in your pocket as well. It doesn't hurt anything to have it. You might need an Uber on the way home. I don't even know what that'll all look like, right?
Is that a fine?
Huh?
Is that a fine?
Well, they'll give you, okay.
I mean,
well, listen, it's a
make
pain.
transfer
But,
from one
yeah,
bank account to another, but I'm not opening the phone for anybody.
I'm not mad at you
Not
about
that I
that at
have
all.
anything to hide, but I'm just not going to give them the fucking satisfaction. Sorry about the language, but
That's okay.
this is
Listen,
just, it's all insanity. This is all
You have
about,
rights
it's
in
all
those.
about money.
And we exercise our rights if it was us in the same boat. So I'm not mad at you at all.
That woman shouldn't be going anywhere. But this is how they play dirty. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
this is just the whole damn deal.
I am so sorry that you guys are going through it. It's stressful enough to have a child in the situation that your daughter's in, and then just to add this on top of it is unfortunate. And I just don't have any control over that.
I understand. You're just doing your job, but I appreciate you being here. But see,
You want me to take the garbage out?
Yeah.
thank you. That's kind of why I wanted to pull minutes. I knew they'd be coming.
Yeah. Well, we'll get that taken care of for you if nothing else. I know. It's
Can I
just, you may leave whatever you want. I'm fine with that. I'm trying to be as lenient as possible on that. I mean, I don't expect you to be down there too long, but yes, I don't know if I mean, it's our jails. Like, so theoretically, I've probably never been arrested, which is a great thing. It's like a little bit like a bus station or a doctor's waiting room, right? So you're going to go, they're going to do the whole take your picture, get your fingerprints or what have you. And then there's like a big seating area where everybody just kind of sits and waits for magistration, which is where the judge will read to you what the charges are. That's not going to be super helpful or illuminating for you right now because he's not reading the entire charging document. He's just going to read what the warrants are for, which they've kind of already told you. Your attorney will get a copy of the entire arrest warrant with the PC affidavit, which is a probable cause affidavit, which will explain what their investigation revealed, and how they came to this decision to make this arrest. On paper, I see it. Like I said, I don't know if I necessarily agree with this being the direction I would have gone if it was my investigation.
That one comes over here.
What, this one?
That one's mine.
Okay, the tan lid one. If they don't get it right, we'll figure it out for you. Is there anybody you're supposed to be meeting or anything that you need to readdress? I know that's all tricky. I'm just, because then, even if there is, I'd be willing to maybe send a text message on your behalf, but that doesn't help me because you probably don't know their phone numbers, or if you do. I don't know. So I'm just thinking outside the box on things I can do to kind of minimize the impact this is going to have on you today. Anyway, it's where we are.
This is all about money.
See, now I think my wife would laugh at me if I wore my Rolex but I get it. I like so I pick and choose family events, nice place, But
My daughter Courtney gave us all watches, so
yes, my wife, we gave our hand-me-downs to our kids. Very convenient to have. I don't know how parents did it back when we were young. I'm only 53, but. Not being able to know where your kids were. I mean, now when we just pull it up on our phone, I can see how fast they're driving and everything else. Did you want to decide about the credit card?
I'm going to need a couple of cards.
I put my Apple in my purse. Should I put a different one? I mean, in my pocket. Should I go get it?
I was explaining to him about the bond being $5,000.
So I told her she might want to just take the
Yeah,
credit
and
card
just to kind of.
I need to get a credit card then.
Should I keep this one? Different one?
I'm going to get mine. You're welcome.
I won't need one. Okay.
Yeah, no problem.
Can I
Just
go?
put
Can
my-
you go? Can somebody
He's
else
going to go with her.
Put my-
You want to go instead?
Can I go in and get my card and use the bathroom?
Yeah, that's up to you.
I was just going to run an errand and come back.
Let's go.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Here you go.
Put mine in your drawer.
Oh yeah, that's yours in your pocket. If you want to have a seat, I'm going to move his truck into the driveway for him. He asked me to do that.
Okay.
Are you calm? You good? No, I mean, as calm as you're going to be under this weird deal. All right. He and I were just discussing it. It is what it is. And just gonna have to go.
Shit is what it is.
I can't. My heart goes out to y'all. This is. I can't imagine. I'm a homicide investigator, so I recognize what
It's
collateral damage in these type of investigations, and we try to limit that as much as we can. That's just not in this case happening. So, yeah, I'm just going to pull his vehicle down. It just goes on the other side of yours. Is that yours is correct?
Yeah,
I'm
mine's
going to lock
on
it.
the
I'm going to bring the keys. Do y'all have a way to get in without keys, or do you just take his keys with him? You can think about
I don't
that.
know.
I'm going to lock his truck and bring the keys to you. Okay? Hey, I'm going to move his truck forward. She's just going to sit right there and wait. He's going to the restroom, and then we're going to transport when patrol gets here. I will let you help out in any way possible. This is a
Okay,
deal out of
maybe-
Miami, not us.
Maybe
so we're,
can I, if I gave you Morgan's phone number, would you call her? Okay.
Here, you want to write her phone number down and I'll give it to him?
All right.
Take a deep breath. It's okay.
She's going to freak out.
Is Morgan your other daughter? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oh, that's my number.
That's okay. Take a deep breath.
Tell her that they said we'll probably be out by the end of the day.
I got a longer arm.
Does she need to call you?
No, she doesn't need to do anything. But if we're not back by like 6, she'll need to come see the dogs.
Okay. And Kim, does she have the key to your house?
Do you
Who's that?
want Ron to hold the key?
Morgan has a key.
Okay, all right.
And the code, I can give you the code so if we need to.
Here, I'll just let him write it down and I don't need it.
We'll put them in the house.
Okay.
Yeah, that's I locked your truck up. Windows rolled up. Yes.
They said we should be out.
Patrol's here.
I say that. Hang on. Did I?
I've got them both.
Oh, yeah. The other driver's license is the one. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, got to look at it.
I'm glad you came home.
Yeah. Well, my
Makes me
son
feel
had
a little bit
my
better.
son had a flat.
Yeah, just hand it to him. That way I don't have to worry about it. I don't want to know what your password is.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, all right.
She knows it.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I don't need it unless you want me to do something.
No, but it can't hurt to have it.
Okay.
But thank you for calling her.
Well, yeah. No, that's no problem.
Put these in the house.
Yeah, so we'll just set them inside and then lock the door.
just had the dogs.
Is there anything else?
No,
Okay.
just need some phone numbers.
Everything. I know.
Need a Frank.
You haven't done anything? We can look it up. You give me the. What's your attorney's name?
Well, I guess I have to need a cell phone number. Frank Prieto.
Frank.
But we also have an attorney here in town that court has used.
Think about it and give it to us. Let me know, and we'll see if we can't find you. Ultimately, they have a list of phone numbers down there they can help you with. Like we try to,
I really need Frank's cell phone because he's not going to.
he's not going to know. Is he a criminal attorney?
I can call his office. I can talk to his secretary of town.
Okay, is that the one?
Wish I could change shoes.
I know. I'm sorry.
I don't make an ask.
What's the question?
One is up the one up on the hill, so I can tell her daughter. I don't know where.
So they're going to the Travis County booking facility, which is downtown.
Oh, the one downtown.
Yeah, like right by the courthouse,
Yeah,
12th
yeah,
Street.
by the
Okay.
Capitol.
So, and they have a really. So I'm not going to tell your business, but yes, they should.
No, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'll give you daughter's phone.
Well, they say we hacked somebody's computer, so
Yeah, it's.
And it's felony in that, in Florida, apparently.
think they're out to persecute us.
Maybe.
Well, yeah,
Twist our
a little
arm.
lot.
It's probably arm twisting.
That is an understatement.
Yes, that's right.
It is
All
on.
right.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, John.
I'll give her a buzz.
Right.
If there's anything you need to do, I'll talk to Morgan and she can set the place for you.
Okay.
Whatever.
It's, tell her it's gonna be okay.
Okay, I'll do that. Okay, all right.
Will be an inconvenience, but it will be okay.
Oh, Ron, will you also tell her that if Morgan tries to call, or Courtney tries to call her, please answer?
Oh, yes, I will.
Okay.
Yes.
Because they wouldn't let me answer Courtney's call.
Okay, no, I'll know that.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
All right. Give each other some hugs
Okay,
and stuff,
all right.
right? Because once the patrol gets
What's
here and
that?
what have you, so give each other some hugs and stuff and some peer support. You're going to go to the exact same place. You're going to see each other, but they probably won't let y'all speak because they don't let men and women talk in the booking facility for the most part. So I was explaining to him while you were in getting your shoes. It's the whole weird take your picture, get your fingerprint on the
It was gonna be
computer
pretty,
thing.
pretty
I know.
much.
So yeah, give us.
I
like
was
a
on
good-
my way to get brows and lashes dyed, so I had no makeup on whatsoever.
They're going to transport together, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's go ahead and get you guys
Okay.
in here. And
I'm so sorry. They're going to cuff you guys up. There's no way to avoid that. We're going to try to make that as low
They're
key
gonna
as
cuff us?
possible. Yeah, there's no way to avoid it. That's because that's transport rules. So we've done all we can to. Did he get the right trash can?
Yeah, he knows it.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
I've locked your truck. Yes, I even made it honk to make sure.
Thanks, Ron.
I rolled your window up as well.
Deputy Weaver, he's going to be over. Hi.
Mr. Weaver, I've explained that you are going to have to handcuff them up as per policy, so they're prepared for that. And that's it. You'll transport them.
Okay.
Cool. Thank you. I appreciate your assistance keeping it low key this morning.
Yeah, no problem.
I know. As low key as we do in law enforcement, I apologize.
Thank you.
Okay.
and I'm going to visit with you for a minute here.
We will.
Y'all have our IDs, right?
Yes, he does.
Are we going to see you again, or?
Me?
You probably won't see
Hopefully
any of us
never.
again. Yeah. If you'll be addressing the courts in Florida regarding this, so. He didn't have Frank's number, and he didn't really have a real solution for that. What do you think? If I give you their office number? Okay, so if I Google that, we should be able to get there. Give me 1 second. I'm all
You don't have any problems with your shoulder?
get to Google.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, we actually both
I have. I go to the chiropractor every week for it.
Okay, he. Florida, is that what you're trying to get a hold of? Okay. So let me write this number down and we'll put it in your pocket.
Isn't that with you? Yeah. Okay.
We've got this watch too, so.
No worries.
You look honest.
Yeah, oh yeah. You can get. I'm gonna pat you down real quick right here. Okay.
What was your detective?
Why? This is my card.
They are Miami-Dade.
No, I mean the other one. Your guy.
You can just either front pocket, whatever pocket you want to put it in. Doesn't matter to me.
Okay.
Alrighty.
But I do understand and I can do this.
Okay, okay. Just pop in right there.
My right shoulder's.
Okay, I'll help you as best I can. All right.
No way you can lean on me.
I'm stuck here.
So if you sit this, it's kind of, that's not, I feel like it'd be more comfortable if you try to put your legs up a little bit and just kind of, oh, I see what you're saying, the seatbelt's blocking it. There you go.
You know, could you tell my neighbor that I changed my mind? Maybe tell Morgan not to answer Courtney's call.
This is
Oh, what's wrong?
the in that wrist is.
What's it's okay, it's twisted up. Give me just 1 second. I'll fix it for you.
I mean, is this really necessary? That
Unfortunately, yes. It's just the way that the policy is.
Sir,
doing as best
Would
we
you
can.
do
We
me
need
a
extra
favor
work.
and tell my neighbor I changed my mind? I don't want him to tell Morgan to answer Courtney's call.
You don't want to tell Morgan.
I don't. I was gonna. I asked him to tell
I'm gonna
Morgan
unlock it so it doesn't
to answer
tighten up on you.
Courtney's
There you go.
calls.
You're good.
Okay.
I don't want him to answer, or I don't want her to answer Courtney's calls.
So he called, and then of course it went to voicemail because it's probably a strange number. So I said, why don't you text her and tell her, hey, I'm your parents' neighbor. Please call
Oh,
me.
he knows.
reference.
She knows who he is.
Okay, good.
But just don't
I'll let her
tell
know
her
that
Morgan
don't
should
answer
not answer
Courtney's
Courtney's calls. No.
Okay, this is gonna be a very short ride. There's no traffic right now, so we'll make it quick.
You sit forward now.
No.
Can I help you over?
Don't worry about it. Oh, I'm gonna cramp. I'm gonna these people now.
This is some type of arm twisting, is what I'm convinced.
This is claustrophobic.
Is there any way I can grab you?
No, but it's too tight. It's too tight. Take me off the phones. Taking the phones.
Yeah.
I'm ready to buy 2 new phones.
Thank goodness I didn't get a new one.
Got a cramp in my left shoulder now.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Thirsty too.
Sorry.
This is horse shit.
Not a word without an attorney, right?
Right. What's he doing?
Is that the one that testified?
Come on, let's go. We're gonna go. My leg bothering you?
No, it's not. If that helps to lean, that's